Hey everyone, and welcome. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here for another explainer. Today, we're on a bit of a mission. We're going to take one of the most intimidating, jargon-heavy topics out there, the world of machine learning algorithms, and completely demystify it. So if you've ever felt totally overwhelmed by all those data science buzzwords, hey, you're in exactly the right place. We're going to make perfect sense of it all together. Okay, let's dive right into this. Just take a look at this incredible map. I know, right? At first glance, the sheer volume of acronyms here is pretty staggering. It looks like this massive, colorful web of pure complexity. But honestly, don't worry. My promise to you today is that we're going to break all of this down into totally digestible pieces. Here's our path through all the jargon. 1. The machine learning brain. 2. Regression and classification. 3. Clustering and optimization. 4. Vision and language. 5. Forecasting and recommenders. And 6. The ultimate payoff. Part 1. The machine learning brain. So looking right at the center here, the visual metaphor is pretty unmistakable. Machine learning acts as a central synthetic brain. It's the core intelligence hub powering almost every single piece of modern tech we interact with today. It's not just a random list of math formulas thrown together. It's a completely interconnected, unified system. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how that brain is organized. Notice how we literally have 8 distinct, brightly colored pathways radiating outward from the center. You can kind of think of these as the functional lobes of the brain, right? Each one is dedicated to solving a very specific type of complex problem. And we are about to explore every single one of them. Part 2. Regression and classification. Up on the top left, we've got the red branch for regression, housing things like OLS, Lasso, and Ridge. Now I know, that looks like absolute alphabet soup. But here's the secret. These are just specific tools. Think of them like heavy-duty calculators designed to predict continuous numbers, stuff like housing prices or tomorrow's temperature. Now, what's really interesting here is the hidden connection between that red regression branch and the blue classification branch. If you look closely, 5 specific models, decision tree, random forest, neural networks, GBM, and k-nearest neighbors, they actually show up in both categories. They're basically the Swiss Army knives of the machine learning world. They can predict a number and categorize data. Part 3. Clustering and optimization. Moving down the left side, we hit the purple branch, clustering. Here, we find algorithms like k-means or DBSCN. The main thing to grasp here: these models are the ultimate organizers. They group complex information together, sniffing out hidden patterns in massive datasets that honestly, humans could never sort through manually. And directly across from that, we have the green optimization branch. This features tools like stochastic search and genetic algorithms. This toolkit is completely distinct. It's designed specifically for finding the absolute best possible outcome. So whether that's routing the fastest delivery trucks or figuring out the most efficient use of factory materials, this lobe is all about maximizing efficiency. Part 4. Vision and language. Down on the bottom left, that bright orange branch represents computer vision. Basically, you can think of this as the eyes of our machine learning brain. This is the branch that enables machines to actually process and understand visual data, and it's usually trained on massive visual datasets like ImageNet. And wow, the acronyms here are fantastically dense. We've got CNN, FastRCNN, and my personal favorites, GANs and YOLO. Yes, YOLO, which, fun fact, actually stands for You Only Look Once in this context. But really, just remember, as intimidating as something like ResNet or UNet sounds, they're really just specialized lenses helping computers see the world around them. Over on the bottom right, we find our other orange branch, NLP, or natural language processing. So if computer vision is the eyes, well, this is the communication lobe, the mouth and the ears. These are the heavy hitters you're constantly hearing about in the news. Everything from BERT and Word2Vec to the really famous large language models like GPT and Llama. This is literally where machines learn to talk and write.
Part 5. Forecasting and recommenders.
Tucked in right here is the teal forecasting branch. Just like it sounds, this is the lobe dedicated to looking into the future. It takes historical data and projects it forward using highly specialized statistical models. And I gotta say, the tools here have some of the best names in the business. Just look at this sequence: ARIMA, SARIMA, SARIMA-X, right? It literally sounds like a progressive sneeze. But all jokes aside, whether it's exponential smoothing or Bayesian methods, These are the heavy-duty tools businesses use to predict next quarter sales or, tomorrow's weather. Finally, we have the Purple Recommender System branch. This includes stuff like collaborative filtering, content filtering, and the two-tower model. This is the exact tech that suggests your next movie to stream or what you should buy online. And notice another cool visual overlap here. RNN is used in recommenders, but we also saw it over in the NLP language branch. It just goes to show you how completely interconnected this synthetic brain truly is. Part 6. The Ultimate Payoff. So looking at the complete map one last time, we've toured all those complex branches up top. But right now, I want you to direct your eyes entirely to the bottom row of icons. This right here, this is the foundation holding the whole structure up. And here is your massive sigh of relief. Ready? Unless you are the literal data scientist building the code, you absolutely do not need to memorize these models. The entire alphabet soup of the machine learning brain really only exists to drive tangible outcomes. You just need to know the 5 core things they achieve. Let's definitively walk through them. Number 1, predict future trends. So that's your forecasting and regression. Number 2, discover hidden insights. That's your clustering. Number 3, make smarter decisions based on all that data. Number 4, automate and optimize, streamlining your operations. And finally, number 5, drive innovation and growth. Because really, that's the bottom line. Well, we've mapped the entire landscape today from the center of the synthetic brain all the way out to the real-world results. And the complexity shouldn't intimidate you anymore. Honestly, it should inspire you. So I'll leave you with this. With all these incredible tools at our disposal, which part of the machine learning brain will your business tap into next? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, keep exploring, and I'll catch you next time.